Let's continue with some more Titanfall 2 map callouts. Let's look at Blackwater Canal. So this spawn area back here I'm going to call back sphere base. This whole greater area I'm calling sphere base because it has this sort of radar sphere in the center of it, around which everything's sort of centered right here. So that's the titular sphere. So then that back street back there, you could call it a street or an alley or something. I'm just calling it back sphere base. So you can name these streets sort of sphere-based streets and stuff like that if you like, sort of on the back end where it cups around the sphere. Up here we have curved slope. I think it's a major feature of the map, so I named it that. And this building here is garage. I named the building next to it garage as well. Just call it garage buildings. This is nest. And so the front area of the sphere base is this nest area, so I named the streets around it Nest Street. I'm naming these two houses down the street sphere houses after the sphere base side. I figured that was the simplest name for those. And on here I'm standing on the bridge control, so didn't know what else to name this, so I'm calling it bridge control, and of course above it is the bridge controlled roof. And so you can jump down here and look down in this ditch. So this whole south area I'm calling south ditch. So if you want to denote closer to other buildings to be more specific, feel free. And we'll hop over here to orange window. I think this is the only interior that's actually orange. There's another interior that's sort of yellow, but it's sort of a spot to shoot out from, so I figured naming it after the window made sense, but the whole building is that. This is Bay Street. So this whole street on this other side of the map that's opposite the sphere side, I'm calling the Bay Street area because of that building there that has the roof that has the open bays and has that tower on it, but I think bay is simple enough. And then these whole buildings connected right here with this yellow and so forth, calling these Crane Bunker, and then this is farther down on Bay Street. And we'll pick off some of these enemies here. And so yeah, that's Crane Bunker. And then those tunnels that are connected to it are crane tunnels as well. And then these two buildings that have oil and electrical written on them, I'm just calling both of them powerhouses. I think that's specific enough. But this whole area I'm calling crane spawn. And then you have this crane right here that overlooks this whole area. So this whole area that's sort of open around here, even this ditch down here, I'm calling all of this crane spawn. I think it's descriptive enough for anybody, any teammate that is around here. And that's the picture of the crane there. So we'll run farther down this crane spawn area to get a look at this back alley, which I'm calling Bunker Alley, because it's adjacent to this bunker entrance right here. And I thought it was specific enough and wasn't too closely named to other things. But then we'll run through Crane Bunker here, and I guess I'll speed up. Then we'll climb on top of this central bay building, and you can sort of get an overlook of the entire map from this roof, and of course you can snipe from it and drop down. And here, this I'm calling Bridge Shoulder, so either side of the bridge has these two shoulder sides to it that are lower footpaths that you can take. We had a look at garage there, and then nest, and then there's bridge control. And I named those houses back there sphere houses. Orange window, and then we'll look over here to crane bunkers and the bunkers behind it. And those are powerhouses back there, and then the whole area behind there is the crane spawn area again. So we'll walk across Bay Roof and get a glimpse at the middle ditch for a second. Then we'll speed up to get the better look at middle ditch down here. So all of these connected ditches that go under the bridge and so forth, I'm naming all of that middle ditch. And then we'll go over here and get a better look at this bridge situation and how it has the bridge shoulder, which is connected to it. But that's basically the gist of it. So I'm going to be finishing these videos today, including the DLC map, Angel City. So check that out later. And thanks for watching.